What's going on, everyone? For a variety of reasons, this is going to be a short stream, so probably like 45 minutes to an hour. And within that time, I would like to make some sort of icon, probably for, well, I guess you don't have to make element icons, but there's going to be a lot of elements in the game, and I'm kind of thinking like, hey, are we going to make icons for every single element? I think I might do some procedural component to it at some point. Like maybe some of them can be baked using some of the particles, and that might work. Whoa, Duolingo! Subscribe to earn drops. Get rewards by purchasing or gifting subscriptions. Give for to one's channel. I agreed to this. Okay, I'm gonna don't show again. Dismiss. All right. Yeah, so pretty brief stream. However, last time we did this, we were working on the wood icon, which I'm trying to find. I tried searching for it. I didn't see anything. It should be in here. It's probably an A-sprite file. Probably what's going on. Yeah, there it is. I just want to see what we have for this. This icon looks pretty good. Although okay, so I gotta like remind myself of these sorts of things. But the way the elements are used in game, it's not just like one version of the element. So this could be, you know, a log like this, or it could be splinters, or it could be, you know, maybe sawdust or something like that, and, you know, something like sawdust in certain cases. It could also be the transfiguration of an object to, you know, the wood element. So I think I might want to bias the art direction of some of these into sort of like a more sporadic look. That way it kind of represents the more chaotic nature of the element's configuration. Like with the ice icon that I made, I feel like it sounds kind of, I'm kind of doing this arbitrarily, but no. There's like an actual artistic reason. With this ice icon, you know, you have like different fragments and stuff like that. This is more so what it would look like in a common application in game. With the log specifically, it's fairly specific. Like, I don't know if you could be able to just create a log through magic. I mean, it could work. It's just that's something I'm considering as I move forward and make other art assets. Yeah, what icon should I make? Metal. Metal could be cool. Metal could be a cool element. Maybe I'll just do that. Or iron. I guess I probably would have different types of metals. What's up, Dino? Welcome. It is Thursday. It's a really old meme now at this point. Not that, like, it's cool. I mean, the meme is cool, but it's interesting. I don't know how, like, memes linger and people, like, rediscover them. Get my package tomorrow. Sounds like you have a fun project to look forward to. Today's going to be a short stream. One, because I am still kind of tired. So the quality of the stream is going to be high, but for a short period of time. Also, I have some other stuff to do today. Ready to post my first high-stake video. What is the concept? Did you get any sleep? I did. I am getting sleep regularly, but for some reason I still wake up tired. So gonna need to do a little more research in that department, some scientific research, figure out what the hell's going on. Again, it could just be because of not sleeping last weekend, but yeah, I don't know. Fortunately, I'm here, I'm present, I'm functioning. Yeah, I think I'll make a metal icon or iron. Should I do iron first? I mean, I guess would this technology setting have steel? Probably. Or probably like very early versions of steel. Maybe not. I feel like steel, like historically, steel was kind of accidentally created with the mixing of coal and iron. I feel like we could make much stronger materials with like modern science than steel. I feel like it's possible to make something that's stronger than steel, way stronger than steel. Like in terms of if you were to take all the measurements like flexibility, like tensile strength, whatever shearing, whatever strength, all of the characteristics that make steel, you could probably make a material that's like double all of those measurements. I don't know a lot about like material science, but like we have the ability to make nuclear bombs. I feel like with all of our modern knowledge, we could find some way to configure the atoms on an individual level, not like individually manipulating atoms, but like some sort of chemical process to create a material where the atoms are just like really strong. It's just an unboxing / review of the figures, then taking photos of them at the end. That's my video idea. Sounds like a unboxing / review of the figures. Video idea. Strong. Yes, indeed. Strong metal. If you if you're gonna record footage, you might want to consider. This is just what my thoughts are. You might want to consider also recording some footage to make like a YouTube short, because I feel like that's something that new viewers could easily digest or something like that. Just like give them something cool to look at and then like let them scroll away after like a minute or whatever. Whereas with like a long form video, it's kind of frustrating because yes, there are unboxing channels that get a lot of traction and stuff, but if it's like, it's almost like if it's a new channel or a new account, it just doesn't take off as much. And I know part of that is because they have more subscribers that come back and watch the videos. But it also does seem like they get a lot more new viewers. Maybe it's because YouTube shows it to more people because of the amount of subscribers watching it, or the aesthetic of a popular, well-made video is easier to watch than like a more niche video. I guess it could just be like production quality, but if you literally just like steal someone's video and post it on like a new channel that got like the millions of views, it's probably not going to get the same amount of views. That's kind of, I mean, there might be some built-in method on YouTube for preventing that, but it seems like there's some kind of bias there. By the way, I'm not saying it's like ethical to do that. I'm just saying to try to demonstrate the idea that if you just recreate something on YouTube, it doesn't necessarily, or will get more than you will get copyright. Yeah, well, potentially. More views. I guess it depends on the video, but in general, I imagine it wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, it seems really, especially for YouTube Shorts, it seems really hard to make a video that goes viral. And like, if you do it once, I guess you just have to learn. I mean, I don't know what else I could learn as to how to make the video go viral. I guess I can always see things that I could improve about, like my YouTube Shorts. So perhaps not. Just demolished a bowl of ramen. That's real. Yeah, let's make a metal icon. Let's make an iron icon. Um, should be pretty. It should be relatively simple to make. We do want to add a good amount of detail though, or we want to add some level of detail. So most of the icons are easy to make. All right, I'm just gonna duplicate the wood icon. Call this iron. Delete all of the layers. Isn't this is kind of a random thought, but in Valheim, isn't steel something you can mine directly, or am I thinking of iron? Maybe it goes from like copper to iron or something like that. You cannot delete all layers. Limiting my creativity here. Oh, I should play Valheim on stream at some point. It's a good game. It's a good game. Practice makes perfect. Yeah. I mean, ultimately, like, causality is a thing, so it is possible to go viral, but, like, I don't know. It's like, I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so, like, for my last one, I guess you have to look at it case by case. So, like, for my last one, I think it was probably too niche. And my most successful short, the Gang Beast one, where the one that had the most views, um, I could also see things I could improve there. So I guess you'd have to like really focus. I think it's a matter of focus. At least for me, you need to be able to focus and make something that is specifically geared towards that. I think steel is iron, but with other stuff. Yeah, steel is like iron with added carbon, and I think typically it's made by mixing iron and coal, and it's not usually found in the wild or in nature naturally, I don't think. So it wouldn't make sense if you could just mine steel in Valheim, or it would seem like a kind of a discrepancy. I mean, maybe in that world setting specifically, you can have, steel on the ground, and sure, you can just grant that. Um, but I don't think Valheim lets you do that in the first place anyways, so. All right, what kind of look do I want to give this? Now I gotta remember the elemental thing I mentioned. So, well, do I have to adhere to that? Because it is also kind of cool to take the time to make something that looks nice. And I feel like if I made everything just look like this sporadic kind of mess, it would sort of reduce the uniqueness of each individual icon. Maybe I could get away with like not doing that for every single icon. However, I don't just want to make like an ingot here. I don't think. The dragon isn't forging ingots. And also I could maybe go more in like the direction of ore, perhaps. Not entirely sure. What happens if I just look up iron? I need some like to get something in my neurons here. A reference. I kind of don't want it to look like the ore. I kind of want this to be like a pure metal. Um, I can make like a really rough ingot. Maybe. Maybe I can make like a broken ingot. That could look cool. Oh, we got a clip. Should I watch it now or is that for later? Broken ingot. Yeah, broken ingot would be kind of probably good enough as an idea, as a concept. Anytime. All right. So yeah, I'll probably look at the clip later. It's good. I like the clip creation. It's free content. It's free content for me. Okay, what shape? What shape specifically? I clipped the lag. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, how do I want to do this? Okay, maybe something like this, perhaps? No, it's kind of hard to see. Okay, let's make this a little bit thicker. And, hold on. Okay. Do we want to smelt a broken ingot or a natural broken ingot? Probably a smelted. Is there any such thing as a natural iron ingot? If you mean like a ore, then we probably want um a smelted one. Well, it's a fair question. Ore. Yeah, so the ore is like, okay. Typically, the ore is mixed with like rocks and stuff, so it kind of has like a rougher appearance. But the ingot is like actual pure refined metal, so it looks much more like what you'd expect metal to look like. But it's interesting because it is, in many cases it is kind of like a gradual change in the appearance of the object with the more pure metal content it has. So like yeah, let me show an example. This is kind of cool to look at because you could consider this an ore. It has like a lot of rough spots and probably a lot of impurities and stuff. But at the same time, you see sections where it is like almost purely reflective metal. So that's really cool. However, even that, I think I don't want it to be very ore like at all in what I'm about to make. So I'm probably going to make it very ingot like. However, if I do want to like draw the line on how much I would like mix between the two looks, that's no, I could probably do more than that. Maybe it doesn't have to be this uniform, but maybe something like this picture, because this is kind of rough. I mean, this might be pure metal, but for whatever reason, it has a lot of bumps. Maybe because of the way it was smelted or something like that. I wish I could pizza shaped. Yeah, pizza shaped ingot. Which is correct? Or. So or is that a conjunction? I don't remember exactly. Or the second or is referring to like the metal ore, and then the third or is like something you use to row a boat. I do kind of want the angles to be different between them. Yeah, kind of like this, maybe something like this. Okay, let me recenter this. Hmm. All right, then just like a chunk or two. Oh, wait, there was this really cool strategy I used in some of the art I made on the Steam page that could be interesting to employ here. Although honestly, might actually not be necessary. Never mind. You got it correct. It's insert sound of someone saying, or so you never know which one. Insert sound of someone saying, or so you never know which one. Got it correct. I'm going to agree. I'm going to agree with that. Oh, you know what? There's also the Elden Ring shards. I forget what they're called exactly. Weren't they in Dark Souls 2? Or are they called something different in Elden Ring? Oh my god. I forget what they're called. Smithing Stone. All levels. Maybe I could take some sort of inspiration from this. Okay, maybe I do want to look at Dark Souls. Titanite shards. All levels. What? These do kind of just look like rocks for the most part. God, Elden Ring is such a, or Dark Souls is such an aesthetically cool game. Okay, well, I'm probably gonna have to add some shading at some point in order to start like fleshing out the art style here. In order to start specifying. Is this what I want? Oh, there's so many ways I could go with this. Hold on, it's beverage time. Oh my god, I forgot to make the emote. No! No! Damn it. Okay, you know what? We're gonna do that right now. We're gonna do that. Wait, oh no, I have to actually get the... Okay, we're gonna do it later. I'm gonna do it later. But I want to make that an emote. Damn it. I forgot. Alright, yes, we're going to employ cool strategy here. I've decided. No, that's good. Then I have to, like, set them all up. Damn it. Okay, let's just get some shading going, and maybe something will, like... Maybe a vision will pop into my mind. Okay, I kind of like the extra squareness. Need more square. Just give it, like, some... I don't even know. Some character. Give it some character. And then give it, like, the shading of pure metal. Okay, I feel like we're getting somewhere. We need more square. We need more square, but we also need more bump. It's hard to describe. Alright, I'm going to start shading this now. Let's say the lighting is coming from, like, the top right. So, something like this. Let's make this sample all layers. And then for this, we'll maybe do something like that. Indeed, you're shading. And then we can adjust the shading afterwards to, like, get a more precise effect. A more precise look. I am still being somewhat limited by my knowledge of pixel art right now, which is not very much. So for, like, specular highlights, I'm still not... I think the specular highlights usually show up around here, around, like, the corners and stuff. Or, like, when you, in shading, in, like, actual shading language, or shader language, it's, like, right in between, it's, like, the dot product of the vector between the inverse of the camera's view vector and the direction the light is going, or, like, the normal. Something like that, and then comparing that with, like, a thing. It's, like, somewhere in between there. Something like that. And yeah, metal tends to have a lot of contrast. Maybe not this much, though. Okay. This doesn't necessarily look like metal yet, so we're gonna keep going. Learn how to make a Parasaurolophus call because I can. Do it. Do it. Sounds cool. Okay, now I'm having some trouble seeing the contrast here. All I need are pipes. What's a call? What's a Parasaurolophus call? What is that? Is not letting me erase? No. Oh, I see. It's still referring to the visible layers. Does this even make sense the way it broke off? I don't know. I don't know. We don't need it to look like it's broken in half, though. I think we can get away with this sort of just like general chunk look. Yeah. Example, an elk calling to its herd. Oh, I see, I see. Like a duck call. What's up, Redstone? Welcome to the short stream. Feel like a third grade teacher? I don't know why, because you're educating the masses right now, Dino. Including me. Yeah. Feels like you always tune in during short streams, which is unfortunate. Oh my god, I didn't. Dino, or, Redstone, my brain has been, like, completely... Look, don't blame me, blame me, okay? Don't blame me, blame my mind. Long time no see, you're always on so late. It's good to see you again, Joptimist. It has been a while. Joptimist is another very cool developer. Exactly, Redstone. Blame my mind. If life is treating you well, it is, you know what? I'm locked in. I'm exerting myself onto life. Feel free to look now. JK LMAO. I'll try to look after stream. The lies, yeah. Yeah, I told Redstone I was gonna look at something he posted in a Discord channel after my last stream, and then I forgot to do it. I also said I would turn that one meme that Dino made into a Twitch emote, and I also forgot to do that. So I'm forgetting lots of things. However, what that means is that it's only going to be even more enjoyable when I finally do. It's going to be even more rewarding when I finally do remember and do that. So if anything, it's actually good. Actually good to forget things. I added a chat system. Oh, to Carbrix? That's cool. Some player interaction going. When speaking of making a multiplayer game, Scalemarch is multiplayer. It has a multiplayer component. You can play multiplayer. At least right now, until I figure out that the entire game is broken because of the multiplayer, and then I have to get rid of it. Which will not happen. Yeah, it is, Redstone. Do you remember at all when I was, I don't know if you were there, but I was testing, like, some of the networking. I have had multiple dragons on screen at different points. Oh my gosh, I don't even know if Joptimus knows about the chemistry engine. But it's the nightmare that is the chemistry engine. Seeing that I thought they were bots. No, they're supposed to be other players. In fact, when they move, that is me controlling them. I might want to do some like overlapping for this for sure. Video to educate you later. I will take a look. Or if I can look back in the chat after the stream is over, I can take a look. All right, how do I make this look more like actual iron or metal at all? Sometimes I think I can just learn how to do something by like generating a completely unique methodology for doing it when actually it's probably just way more useful to look at typical methods that are used to create a certain look. Okay, so it looks like here it's creating like pseudo reflections in this style. We could add the highlights. That would be good. Or the specular highlights. Need a little gray on the top. In fact, I think we might. I think we might need that. We're going to do something like this. Also, you need to turn up the minimum color. There we go. Yes, I know. Indeed, indeed. Um, okay, how do I round this? Become more round, please. Does this work? I don't know. We're gonna go with that. We're gonna go. This is fine. This is fine. All right, highlights. Which side would they be on? They'd probably. I mean, technically, they'd be right in the middle. So maybe I could just do that. I think we'll just do it like that. There's probably gonna be more than one side where the highlights are present. Oh my goodness. What does an actual piece of metal look like? Okay, so the thing I'm not really representing here is that metals are actually very reflective. So it would actually be more like a mirror, um, to a certain extent. So not necessarily high contrast, but it should look like a mirror. Sorta. Oh, this is interesting. This is kind of helpful. I think it's definitely a good idea if we add some saturation as well. And it's iron, so we're probably gonna make it more red. Yeah, right now this doesn't look anything like um metal. They are pretty cool to look at, redstone. Saturation, okay. Color curves. We need the power of color curves right now. There we go. Okay. Change the hue. I forget what the tint of iron is again. Okay, the tint is actually probably not that noticeable in real life when it's like a pure ingot. No, I looked up iron ingot and it's all just like Minecraft. Yeah, it has like a mix of blue and red, it looks like. It's almost like purplish, but maybe more blue? Maybe we'll go with like that. I don't know, it's so hard to get the dynamics of metal correct. This might work though. Yeah, purple. All right, now will it magically look good if I mess with the brightness and contrast now? Not exactly. We're getting there. Wait, this could be our moment. I think I need to represent the reflection somehow or something. Who invented this? Dino's always working on something interesting. You think it looks good? Really? You think it looks good like this? I feel like I could do more. Would this make sense? Maybe. Maybe. I think it looks great. Adding more doesn't always make it better. There's a specific look I'm going for, and I feel like it's not this. Like I wouldn't necessarily think this is metal. I mean, it's getting there slowly. And right now this seems like it's kind of working partly because it's kind of smoothing the metal out, like smoothing the corners. Why is that not working? Add a sparkle to one of them. That would be like indirect. That would be like an indirect effect of the metal, right? Because it would be the light reflecting back into the camera lens that's supposed to exist. I don't know if I want to do that. Wait, what if I adjust? No. Okay, I don't know if this is the way, but we're gonna persist. Making a state-of-the-art 100% best video in the world. Hopefully I can get it out on Friday over the week. Oh yeah, Dino is gonna do an unboxing video, and potentially, I don't know if I'm reciting this correctly, but potentially some YouTube shorts go along with it. Okay. I think once we add reflections to this, then it'll start to look pretty good. Or once we add, like, yeah, I guess reflections. Can also probably add a little more contrast, maybe. A little more contrast. Too much. Okay, never mind. Also, I don't like the purple anymore. Maybe I'll try this instead. Okay. I feel like I could manage making some reflections. Um, I'm gonna use a new layer for this. And we're gonna use, like, stripes, I guess. I like the fact that the preview window is perfectly on your camera. That's true. It is pretty well aligned here. Let me see if I can get it even better. Perfect. Now here, let me move it up. Okay, I don't think it should be completely white. I've changed my mind. Okay, this is working, sort of. I think this will do something. I think this will change the look of it. I think the pixels are being changed when I do this. I don't understand. I don't understand how this stuff works. Maybe the highlights need to be bright. It's almost also like I need to just commit more to a single approach, it feels like. Would it also reflect from this side? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna make the highlight stronger. Hold on. I'm not sure, Dino. Um, it may not be impossible to do something like that. You're kind of describing like a Frankenstein sort of situation. True. Very important question. This be the magical way to do it? This be the moment? It's looking very irony. I hope so. True. Okay, I might stop this reflection approach in a little bit if this doesn't work. Because it almost feels like I'm trying to cram it into the art style when it doesn't necessarily work. That might be the best one so far. Maybe I'll try adding it onto a couple other ones. I believe in you. Thank you, Dino. I believe in myself as well. It just looks like stripes. I don't... What if I did only one stripe? Make it tilted slightly? You mean the reflections? I did try that. Yeah. Now I could try adding a sort of blur. Um, yeah, let me try that. Convolution matrix. Ah, but I can't really control the direction very well. Yeah, that's not helpful. What if I did the drunk filter, which is more stylized? Uh, yeah, I don't know. Hold on. We're gonna be brave. Actually, never mind. I'm gonna duplicate this. And we're gonna merge down. Alright. Brightness contrast. The magical way. Okay, never mind. Color curve. Oh my goodness. I've been so bored lately. All my excitement is gone to the figures. That's good. It's good you found something. Wait! Hold on. Could this be our moment? That looks kind of metallic somehow. I don't know what it is. Okay, we've approached something. This might be the moment. Uh, that sort of color, maybe? I don't know how I feel about the reflections. Make them a little more subtle. Does that do anything? Oh my god. No! My creation! Making very tiny paper airplane because I'm ADHD. You know how to make, like one of those origami, or like a fortune teller? Do you know how to make one of those? It's a classic item. Classic origami item. Okay, we might ditch the reflections. Honestly, I'm not feeling it. I'm making that next. Got you could also do an accordion. That's fun. A fan. I guess I do have like very entry level origami skills. I know how to make like 5 things. I know how to fold paper, guys. A very rare talent. Okay, so we could probably just get away with like blurring the highlights more. But I was kind of hoping I could do something a little more fancy. Yeah, wait, you know what? We can do fancy, but just not this way. Here's how we're gonna do fancy. Get ready. So instead of this, we're gonna stylize, okay? It's time. We're stylizing. And we'll give it like kind of a border here, maybe? Yes, yes, this is the way. This is the way. I've discovered the true strategy. I don't know why this looks... I don't even know if it necessarily looks better, but we're gonna continue with this because I'm trusting the process. It kind of flies. Yeah, the smaller the paper airplanes get, it seems like the harder it is to actually make them fly effectively. Probably because actually a good question. I'm not sure. Why do smaller objects tend to be less stable? It's not the wind blowing on it, is it? Well, it might be. It might be the wind. Oh, you know what? That it might have to do with inertia. That might be why. Air friction slash weight. I think it's the inertia. Because like, well, it could also have to do it probably has to do with both. Um does that mean a really large airplane will be super duper stable though? I don't know what that is. It's also kind of harder to make it launch stable. It's going to be less even and like that will more quickly become a problem or something. Okay, I'm going to enhance. Wait. Let me start by doing the same thing I did on the top, but for this side. Oh god, I don't know if this is the way anymore. I don't know if this is the way. Trust the process. I'm trusting the process. Why does the highlight do that on this side? Okay. We're gonna override this. Overwrite. We're going to overwrite this. Okay. Make sure I get rid of this part as well. And in fact, maybe I can make it brighter on the sides. Yeah, maybe. Need to go to metal school. Learn about metal. Need to learn these things. Does that work? I don't know. I don't know if this is working or not. Looking at it from far away, it doesn't seem much different. I think it looks best on the top here. Out of all the different spots we've tried to do this. Okay. Get rid of the saturation. I think it's actually kind of throwing me off now. It's looking more like a rock after that for some reason. Maybe it kind of replicates like the pointiness effect you can do, like Blender geometry nodes, and for some reason that looks like a rock. I don't know why. I don't know. This is a mystery. By the way, the paper airplane is the size of my thumbnail. Oh my god, that is really small. I was imagining the length of the airplane would maybe be like that. Well, I guess it's not completely incomparable. Does this work? Are we winning? Um, okay, wait. Now might be the time. Now might be the time. Color curve. Help us. Please help us. Oh no. Damn it. It kind of looked like iron at one point. I could try. If I use the blur filter ones, it might look more like metal, but I don't know if I want that to be like the art style. Hmm. That kind of makes it look glassier, which is probably a good thing. I'm trying to get the right side to be brighter. Okay, there we go. I wish I could move multiple points at once. Damn it. Why? Why? Hold on. I don't think I know how metal works. Wait a minute. Okay, cancel. Huh. Now again, I could try the blur filter and then using color curve. That looks a bit more like iron for sure. Oh, there we go. Wait, isn't that kind of almost linear? Can I try doing that here? It might just have to do with the amount of steps. Hold on, okay. We can have the best of both worlds, okay? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna copy this. We're going to use one of the blur filters, just any, or the one that looks best, of course, which is probably gonna be the 3x3 here. There's also the drunk filter. Let's try that. Okay, I definitely like the 3x3. There's these ones too. I don't know if we could do anything with these. Sharpen. Yeah, let's go with this one. And then we're gonna paste this here. Duplicate this layer. Paste that. Get a selection mask. Is this blurred? What? Oh my god. Can't tell what's going on here. We're gonna use this selection. Go down to this layer. Delete. Duplicate. Merge down. Make sure the edges aren't being blurred. Okay, duplicate this again just in case. Then we're going to apply the color curve. My fortune origami is so small, I need toothpicks to open it. Oh my goodness. Does this work? feel like something like that could work. Ooh, wait a minute. I kind of like this. I kind of like this one. Increase the minimum color. Okay, no, we definitely don't want to do that. Um, damn it. Oh my god. Wait. Maybe. Wait, I feel like we're getting close to something. Something. Yes, yes, wait. Oh my god. This is good. This is good. I kind of wish the contrast was a little higher. Well, let's make it higher. Let's do that. Your iron looks like iron? It does. Definitely, it definitely is more in that direction now, I would say. For some reason, when I make the background not black, it makes it look different. Okay, I don't think the highlight should be as strong down here. So manual adjustment. That doesn't look good though. What other tiny origami should I make? Make a dinosaur. Make an origami dinosaur if that's a thing you can do. That's a thing people make. People, yeah, come on. People definitely do that. It's definitely got to be a thing people do. All right, we might have to do another adjustment here. Yeah, it would be advanced. You could do it. Well, you probably might have to like spend time to like learn the skills, but it's possible. If you want an idea of something to do, then perhaps you could do that. Okay, I'm getting the feeling that this is gonna look way cooler if we add saturation now. It's redstone. It's a reference, redstone reference. Saturation. Okay, change the hue. I was wrong. It doesn't look that much cooler. It's kind of cool though. Anyways, we want it to be red. Yeah, it's redstone. Well, now it's bluestone. There, everyone knows that's the color of iron. Actually does kind of look more along the lines of iron now. Iron isn't orange. I don't understand. Why do video games do these things? Why? It's not orange. It kind of looks like it's glowing. Exactly, Dino. Blue? Blue? Colorblind people make the games. Yeah, must be something like that. This looks kind of cool. Whoa, okay, this is the coolest one. It's also probably because I increased the lightness. Now it looks cooler. Now it almost looks like it's glowing. What would essence look like? This would be like kind of the normal essence color, the default essence color, I guess. Okay, back to the color of iron that we all know. That this is what iron looks like. We all know that. We all know this. Um, why? 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 Why are you doing this? It's not orange. Oh my god. Why does that look better? I kind of want to just do that. I kind of just want to do that. Iron isn't red. Why is it so red? Okay, okay. Wait. Wait just a minute. We can do this, okay? Just turn the saturation down a little bit. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. That's more of the along the lines. There we go. All right, should I do another color curve adjustment? Is that what iron looks like? Brightness contrast. More contrast. Never stop adding contrast. We're going to completely destroy all of the information we've added to this picture with a billion filters. Doesn't that work? Maybe I should just keep this. This is fine. I suppose I'm kind of wishing now that I added more chunks, but you know, it serves the purpose. I think this is kind of what I had in mind from the start, for the most part. I feel like I could make it look cooler somehow, though. Maybe with the reflections or something like that. Ugh. Oh, there is one other thing I wanted to do that I actually forgot to do. I was going to pasteurize or pasteurize. I forget what the term is. We're going to use color curves for that. And honestly, I'm not even sure if it's going to be, like, worth it. We'll see. Why is it changing the saturation? What are you doing? What are you doing to my creation? Yeah, I'm kind of trying to create like steps. My creation. No. I don't know. I don't know about this. I think I've improved the look. You should have seen before Redstone. It was red stone. Exactly, Dino. Oh, you know what? I could add like a little damage is. I could add damages. That's what I could add. All right. I am also gonna have to end stream soon, so see if I can wrap this up. Does that look like damage? I don't know. Wait, we can do this. We can do this. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, oh my goodness. We need like a crack. Boom. Wait, this the way? First of all, the light is going in the wrong direction. Excuse me. How could you do this? I think that could, I mean, that could add detail. It's not what I was going for, though, necessarily, in terms of making it look cooler. Maybe I'll just hold off on that, but that is an avenue we could go down. Like reflections. Is there any way I can add reflections or anything like that? Any cool thing? I have sort of an idea. What if I, just for the top sections, just a small, unnoticeable thing here, or like a swirl. Swirl. That's not doing anything. It looks terrible. Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe we can do that and just see. No. We do it only towards the center. Yeah, I don't... Maybe. Try it. Only for like the larger sections. I don't know, I kind of want to level up my pixel art game, guys. To be honest. Also, I'm doing this in the wrong way. Should I... Oh, wouldn't there be almost kind of like a Fresnel effect around the edges here? Like, shouldn't I make the edges lighter? Maybe. Maybe, okay, that's probably a very marginal improvement, what I just did. That's fine for, like, starting purposes. Let me just export that really quick. and look at it in engine. It's kind of difficult to see, though. We could have the iron taking up more of the screen. What if I pulled one of these? It's gonna work. It's gonna work, trust me. It kinda works. Some pretty iron. I'm glad you think so. I think it's in terms of the actual shading, it's, you know, definitely serviceable. I might adjust the hue a little bit more, make it more red. But guys, we've been going for an hour, all right? So I think it's actually time for me to end the stream because today is a short stream, okay? Those are the rules. I never actually went to my stream manager. Yeah, I'm going to... Wait, we have 4 viewers, guys. Is there anyone I can raid right now? This might be a good raid opportunity. You better look in devlog. Here, I'll look right now, actually, and then I'll end stream. How about that? How about that? Don't forget the emote. Yeah, oh my god, I have homework, guys. I have homework I have to do. And very important things I need to get done. Yeah, I'll look at the thing in the Discord really quick, and then I'll end stream. It's all good, Dino. Because I'll start closing everything out. Alright. I'm gonna wait 8 billion years for my Discord to load. Don't forget the clip and vid. Don't forget the clip. Oh, right. Yes, yes, of course, that too. You guys need to send me, like, what were they called? Rubrics? What were the things that the teachers made? I forget. I need a rubric. Oh my god, the interface is lagging. The interface is lagging. I should have opened it up sooner if I was gonna do this. I should have decided sooner. But that's okay. We're gonna win. I agree. Terms and policy changes. I agree. Okay. Whoa. A lot of activity. I'm assuming it's in the Carbrick server. Wait, hold on. Let me check the PK421 server. I see. Oh my god, there's a lot of stuff here. Oh my god, there's so many new messages. Alright, how do I close this out? Hold on. Okay, here is the magnet block. Whoa. It has come a long way. Okay, right off the top of my head, right off the top of my brain, there should probably be a way for it to lock in to a certain extent. Like, lock in, that's my advice. No. If it's close enough, maybe like, you know how sometimes rigid bodies will sleep? Maybe you could do that, but for the magnet, no, or like give it like a threshold before it gets completely detached. If you want it to be more like reliably like used to be able to carry things. So like if there could be like a attachment force, and then if the force exceeds that, it'll like snap. All right, what else? Guys, I gotta hurry through this. Changed acid, improved physics. There's acid in the game? Redstone, you are going crazy with this game. Oh my god, it destroys the car. That's really cool. How have you made so much? Started working on a day-night cycle. Hold on. What is this? Oh, suspension. Sorry I can't show all the videos. Wait. It's moving? Physics-based wheels. Oh, I see. I assume they use like rigid bodies now or something. Cool. All right, I'm all caught up on the Carbricks moments. Wait, hold on. I gotta do something. I'm reacting to Suki's thing as well, because it also looks cool. All right, now I'm going to end the stream. Dino, I will try to do all of the things. BB code in chat is super funny. I don't know what that is. Damn it! I wish I knew anything about anything. Why am I always not understanding what people are saying in chat? I don't know. I feel like there's an exceptional amount in this stream on my part. I just look at you guys with like a blank stare sometimes when I have no idea when I don't understand what the messages are. You didn't see my server devlog? No, I didn't. I thought you just missed it. I thought I just missed it. Wait. Oh, I see. Okay, cool. So you can format the text now. Okay, I've seen everything. I've seen all the major articles. I'm going to end stream now. I know it was kind of rushed when I was looking through the stuff, Redstone, but I do have to like go somewhere. So I definitely want to take a better look at Carbricks at some point, actually playing it. That would be cool. But yeah, I'm gonna stream. I'll be live again on Monday. Hopefully we can get some more like actual chemistry engine stuff done then. But yeah, take care everyone. Thanks everyone who stopped in. Thank you, Dino Geek. Thank you, Redstone. Thank you, Droptimist. I will see you all on Monday. Take care.